Well, good morning, ladies and gents. Welcome to the 10th of June. It's a bit of a dull overcast day now compared to the last few weeks. Still quite pleasant. Still in my shorts and my t-shirt. It's definitely dropped a couple of degrees. I think we're supposed to be below 20s, 20 degrees C, somewhere around that. So just down back in the girls' winter field. This is what we sprayed on, there we now, Thursday. Tuesday, I think. So yeah, just on a quick check of it. Hopefully you might be able to see where that line is. So I pretty much stopped spraying around there. See, I almost see a bit better down here. So straight down there. So left hand side got sprayed, right hand side didn't. So yeah, the the buttercups are going over, which is quite nice. Yeah, they are trying to seed, which is annoying. I'm just a little bit too late on some of them, but at least it'll kill the adult plants. The yarrow is also starting to go over a bit, but it's trying to flower now as well, which wasn't yesterday. Get a patch like that, we can see pretty much there, that side got the spray and that side hasn't. So it's definitely trying to curl up a bit more than that side and looking a bit yellower. But we'll keep an eye on that and see how much of a difference comes out. And say the idea is that that side was all sprayed with Headland Polo, and right hand side's going to get sprayed with Envy. But because this field isn't square and you can't exactly tell where your booms switch off as you're going up and down, I've left it a few days so you can pretty much see where this line is, so I can come back down with the Envy and basically spray up to pretty much like a metre from the path. There's a heron over there. Hold still. Ooh. Just taking off. Yeah, so I'll kind of spray up to a metre. To be honest, I can't exactly remember what rules are about spraying up past, but usually put a sign up at the end saying stay on the path. And then generally this side over here, this left hand side gets left. Again, because it's near the river, I don't particularly want to spray down here. But it also gives the bit of wildlife cover as well. The only thing that does happen is it gets full of junk. So down there's a lot of weeds, Himalayan balsam and all sorts, but you can't physically get there. So yeah, everything's looking alright. I just want to go check a patch of docks down there, and I'll show you that in a minute. Well, this is the dock patch that we had. So the dockings have all gone over now. I'm actually quite surprised how well they've died off. There was a tree down here that fell from the ditch side onto the fence and into the field. So basically there's a big scratching post. You can see how big it is because size of patch. But obviously tied the tree up and left all this in the way. We also had a lot of Himalayan balsam down here, down this side, and with the help of the flail mower, knocked it all back and pretty much cleared it all out. The only real big chunk of it is down that far end, under one of the oak trees. But yeah, that's looking quite good now. Right, I've just jumped through the gate into the hayfield that we've got. I thought while we're here, might as well have a look. Again, my spray track, and cow parsley, common hogweed. Hasn't really done much with that spray, to be honest. A bit disappointed. They haven't really gone over very much at all. Now, this grass is actually coming out quite well now. It's definitely a field of two halves. This top half is pretty good, looking nice. And then the bottom half, where it has stood with water for ages, definitely thinner. So I'm thinking next good bit of spell, or next spell of good weather, we'll get this dropped, I think, and get it made. Did have a word with the boss, try and see if we can do it in 2 stages, or if he wants to do it in 2 stages. Because of who we've got around the estate, Labour wise it's quite intensive for us and quite hard. So trying to bring in, I mean we're only doing 2,000 bales, 2,200 bales, something like that. But we find it quite hard to do. Basically I set off with the tractor and mow everything down. I'll do all the tedding, do all the raking up, and then I'll do all the baling as well. And then the rest of the guys will do the picking up and putting into the barn. But because of what fields we have, a lot of them are small. These three are the biggest fields we've got, and then we're down to 4 acres, 6 acres. I've got somebody I do on the way as well that's only an acre. So every time you unhitch the baler and pull the sledge in, and yeah, it just takes time. So by the time I've done enough work for our lot to tidy up, I'm off onto a quick job round corner type thing. Yeah, this patch isn't doing too well either. It's not really gone over. So what I think I'll do is I'll come down with flail mower and just flail all this side off before it sets seed. Because I don't really want the seed spreading any further. Then most likely have to wait until it regrows or autumn time to come down and put another spray onto this. Try and get on top of it, because as you can see it's just starting to creep out. I don't like it creeping. Right. That's a good example of this difference in the field. So if you look across that way, there's kind of a brownish haze to it. You get to somewhere about here and it disintegrates, disappears. And you've got a lot less of it down this bottom end. And then as you come back through again, somewhere about there it starts going brown again, the seed heads. Well, look, it's another helium balloon. Right, quiz question for you guys. Anybody know what that is? Pretty little thing. There's a few more of them as well. Can find another just there. There's another one. Oh, where's he gone? Down there. Ooh. Answers in the comments below. Right, so it's about 12 o'clock now, and I am out in the T5 with a flail in the pavilion field, knocking off the stuff that I sprayed off the other day. Well, the other day was last week now, I think. So yeah, everything's gone over, which is a good sign. Field can open up Friday, I think it is, tomorrow. But we'll leave it for a weekend. I'm just going to mow it off now, so the grass has grown and the horses won't be that interested in it as much. And that should do for down here, hopefully. And then I'll try and start on next field across over there, which is like the second worst field for boat cubs down here. And then those horses will get shifted into one of the other paddocks somewhere else. So yeah, not doing too bad. I've got the mower set quite high, so it's literally just taking top of the grass off and the buttercups and the rubbish that's in it. Right, it should rot down quite nicely.